y'all, good afternoon. I'm driving back from showing property. Been out previewing property all day, showing property all day. Saw a couple of good ones. So I saw one that is right around 100,000. It's on 4 acres, 4 beautiful acres. It is out in the middle of nowhere. But it is a manufactured house, and the house definitely has a roof leak and some mold issues. So if that doesn't scare you, if you are a cash buyer, because there's no way that's going to finance, if you are a cash buyer looking to spend around 100,000, we could probably get the price down even a little bit more. And you're interested in, I think the house is about 1,500 square feet on 4 rolling acres in the middle of nowhere. You are 40 minutes from the closest place to buy milk. If that sounds like something you're interested in, hit me up and I can do a video tour for you. I'm going to talk about this little part here in public on the YouTubes. And then I'm going to finish the rest of the conversation back behind closed doors on Patreon. So if you don't subscribe to us on Patreon, you might want to check us out. And if not, that's cool too. I'm trying to think of the right words. It's a challenge for me. Biden was installed into office yesterday. I had five phone calls, texts, and emails yesterday from folks. 2 of them I had never talked to before. The other 3 were folks that I have talked to that were planning on coming here sometime later this year. Everybody, with the exception of one lady, said, we're moving up our timeline. I need you to help me now. I had one lady that I'd never talked to before. She's in a part of the country that I'm very familiar with. And the area that she's in is becoming more and more purple. And it's very disconcerting to her. As it's very disconcerting to a lot of Americans who saw what happened yesterday. And I can't say any more about that on this channel. You'll have to come listen on Patreon. I do just want to say, if you are considering relocating to a red area of the country, and you are feeling that nagging little inner voice, who, if you're a believer, that could be the Holy Spirit. If you're not a believer, then that nagging little inner voice telling you, go, go, go. I strongly encourage you to listen to that little voice. Because millions of people are feeling the same way. And the worse things get, the more people are going to want to make that move. This is not the most popular spot for folks making the move. This area of the country, the vast majority of people I personally talk to are feeling some type of calling to get here. I do not feel like this is a part of the country where people are just, random people are just like, yeah, that's where we should go. It definitely seems like most people who are coming here are coming because of a calling. They are answering a calling, feeling a calling. See how that guy just pulled out in front of me? They do that all the time here. All the time. Feeling a calling, and that's why they are drawn to this particular area. And I am telling you, all the other areas that are just popular areas for different reasons are gonna fill up fast. I was hanging out with my folks today. I took them on some property tours with me to get them out of the house a little bit. And my dad said, I heard them report on the news that the housing market's really bad. And I said, if what you mean by really bad is there's not enough houses for all the people, then yes, it's really bad. I don't know one place, and I'm friends with agents all over the country. I'm part of a bunch of national realtor groups where everybody gets together and chat and talks, and I don't know one place in the United States right now that has a bad housing market that I've heard of. Even California, that is losing people hand over fist. They are fleeing as fast as they can. There are just more and more people waiting in line behind them to buy up the houses. And don't forget, you're not just competing with other Americans. You are competing with foreigners, foreign governments, foreign investors coming here, buying up our land. They're the ones who drive the prices up. They're the ones who make things crazy. And they're the reason why we have no supply. And I wish folks would start writing their senators and congresspeople and demanding that we stop selling our country literally out to foreigners. Americans should have first dibs. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, I looked at 3 houses today, all for under $100,000, all in various states. One of them was almost completely gutted and was so much on the edge of town, it was kind of in town, but it had a couple acres. It probably needs $40,000, $50,000 worth of work. The next one was the one I just told y'all about that was way, 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 way out on a beautiful piece of land that probably needs $30,000 to $50,000 worth of work. And then the third one, I'm not going to talk about it all, except to say it was pretty nice, and I think my clients are going to make an offer. I don't know if I'm going to be up for it tomorrow, but if I am up for it tomorrow, I'm going to take you all out to look at a piece of property. We're going to do a long drive out to the wilderness to look at a piece of property. I think it could be fun. It's going to depend on the weather and if I have to write up an offer tomorrow or not. That's what it's going to depend on. I had a little bit of a heartbreak today. I had to break it off with a long-time friend. I mean, known him for 20-something years. He's actually a military guy. He was in the service with Randy. And he got out of the service and became a college teacher, instructor. I think he's an admin person now, but he's in academia and basically turned into a communist. And it broke my heart. Like, we were friends. He's much younger than us. I view him as I do, my own kids, little brother. And, yeah. Because they're coming after us now, openly. They're talking about it openly. And I'm about to dump some stuff I heard today, and I'm going to have to move that over on Patreon. So, thank y'all. Those of you that are here on YouTube, I appreciate you. And I will talk to you soon. If you need any help with housing, hit me up. And I'll catch you on the next one.